Hey guys, I am so excited. So, we always try to have a special guest on this call, and today I could not have a better guest, especially for our topic. So, we've been talking a lot about getting back to basics and doing the things that we did that really built most of our businesses over the past decade. A lot of us have been here a long time, and new technology is great, but the basics never die. So if you are struggling with your network or getting sales or, just building your business, it's time to go back to basics. And a lot of you guys have been asking for this. This is the highly most requested training that we ever have, and it's on messenger parties. And you guys, I don't know anybody better for messenger parties than my girl Ruth. She does them all the time. She does them for her new team members. I've been in a few of hers. They are so much fun. And I want everybody to really pay attention to what she's going to share with you. Right? Take notes, and then I challenge you. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to challenge you to have one party, one messenger party within the next, I would say, week and a half. Okay? So that's my challenge to you is one messenger party after we learn from the guru here herself. And I want to say thank you so much, Ruth, for doing this. We are so appreciative. All right, take it away, girl. And
Hey
you
guys.
can share the screen and everything.
Okay, good. I'm gonna talk and then when I'm done, I'm gonna let Corey talk because she's been doing them too and she's had some really, 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 really good ones. Here. Okay, let me so first of all, I want to say that they're super easy. Like probably one of the easiest things that you can do. You can do them in your pajamas. You can do them literally like with no clothes on, like whatever your thing, like you can do them while you're sitting at home. I would not suggest doing more. I tried doing two or three in one night, like at the same time. I wouldn't suggest doing that because you want to make sure that you're present for that one, especially if it's a large party. Like I had one with 65 people in it. I had one with 100 people. And then if people start, what happened was I was posting then because I make them, personal. I put their name, the hostess name on it. I was posting one hostess in the other. It just got mixed up. So I would just suggest that you do them one a night. And I would suggest that you do them typically, I do them best after 7 and before 9. And the reason is because those are the times that mamas are on. That's after people put down their kiddos to sleep and pick up their phone and start scrolling, whether it's through their phone, whether it's through Facebook. And I find that that's the best time that works for me. And my girls have found that also that's the best time that works for them. Now I want to say that in that I have that this is what works for me. You guys can change it however you want. This is basically what has been working for me. And I've been doing this literally for the last year. And I switched over from Facebook groups, which I still do, but I do mostly messenger, phone messenger parties. And the reason that I do those is because hostess are more inclined to do them than Facebook. I don't know, something about doing them in Facebook. They think that it's these long parties and that they're drawn out and that you're going to that people are going to keep getting notifications. But you have to reassure them that no, that this is a short and sweet, and we are going to pack all the information into. I do them for an hour and a half. Sometimes I go over a little bit because we have so many amazing products, but that's usually what I do. Now, what I tell the hostess is I'll probably have you post a day after for stragglers, those who couldn't make it, and if there's any specials going on. But I tell her that after the 3 day period, I will not post anything in there. I don't put anything in there because I don't want their people to be bogged down with notifications. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like those chats that keep going off and on and off and on because it's kind of distracting with my ADD. So, I reassure them and they're more inclined to do them. I tell them, listen, I'm going to do everything, but the important thing is to coach them, The proper coaching is what has made all the parties successful. And even my parties where I had one order, I typically have somebody who will join, or I'll have somebody who'll want to know or later will join. So even if I just have one order, that's still a success because she's opening up and sharing her network with me. Now, just because I don't post in there doesn't mean that I don't get to know these people. And if she, especially if she's not selling, if she's not selling, then I try to get to know her network, and that opens up to a whole slew of people for you to get on your team, for you to have future parties. So the key to good parties is, first of all, you got to find people to do the parties, right? And I know what you're going to say. Well, nobody wants to do them. But okay, and I made notes because I will forget things. Church, have you asked the ladies at church? School, your children's school, if you're PTA, part of their PTA, have you asked your PTA mamas? They want to help you, especially for school fundraisers. If you're in the PTA or if you're in any of your kids' school activities, they want to have these fundraisers. Fundraisers are great because we get 50%, so we can determine the amount that we want to give to them. It's not 30%, it's not 20, we get 50. So even if we gave them 20%, 15%, 25%, we still make 25%. And guess what? We also get all those people who are now in on our network. Doctors' offices. When I go to my doctor's offices, I take my catalogs, and if it's a new doctor, I'll take samples, a basket full of samples. Of course, I won't do that at first. I'll get to know the ladies. Then I'll take my catalogs in. Then I'll soften them up and get to know them, and 333 them in person. And then I go for the kill. I bring my books in. I get them hooked to the products, and then I get them to book the parties. Doctor's offices, events, bazaars, ladies' coffee hours. Start finding your hostesses anywhere. Anywhere, anywhere. I hold on, I have notes on here too. Anyone who's ordered twice, that's a happy customer. Anyone who's raved about the products in the comments, DMs, that's somebody interested. Anyone who's asked about how do I get that? What shade is that? That's somebody who's interested. Anyone who's shared your post, like your post, or commented, that's another person. Anybody who engages but don't buy yet, yet is the keyword. That is a future hostess. Um, do polls on your stories, do polls on your social media. Anybody who puts yes, even if it's one person, message them. Say, I know a way that you can get this for free. Free. I post free makeup all the time, and we can do that. We can do that because we get free makeup. As long as it's something that we have gotten for free, we can, as long as it's samples, we can do that. Especially if it's in your VIP group, you can post that all day long. Your warm circles, which is your friends and acquaintances, friends from school, old co-workers, neighbors, people who you haven't talked to in a while, people who you see walking, get to know them. Start talking to them. But 333 them. That's the important part. That's what I'm doing. I have the lady here at the campground. I have all the ladies here at my campground who all buy from me. All of them, every single one of them. The lady at the office, she buys so much that I had her sign up, and she's one of my best customers. Um, 50 and above women's groups, RV groups, ask your partner to give you recommendations. Hey, do you have any ladies at your job? Here, take this book. Put it in the lunchroom. Share with them. If anybody seems interested, let me know. Take this basket full of samples to work with you. Even if it's two women in there, those are future hostesses. Or offer a referral bonus. Now, she doesn't really know that it's a referral bonus because guess what? It's share the beauty. Share the beauty. It's share the beauty. But you're telling her that it's a referral bonus. Hey, any person that you refer to me that orders from me, I'm going to pass that on to you. New followers, anyone who recently added, now please don't go in their DM and say, "Would you host a party for me?" No, 333 them. Go like their comments. Go talk about their beautiful family. Get to know them. Love up on them for a while. And then once you build that rapport with them, then you can talk to them. Hey, I don't know if you know about what I'm doing, but I'd love to send you some products. Send us some samples. We get so many free products, guys, that I send people free products all the time. Um, Anyone who you recently start a relationship, message them first. Not Do not invite them to the party first. You start by loving up on them. Compliment them, their nails, brow, glow, etc. Um, uh it's Here's some examples though. Do 5 minutes face parties, budget beauty night, skincare reset weekend, coffee and collagen chat. Guess what? I do a coffee and collagen chat every single morning on TikTok. Every single morning. My morning talk on TikTok is coffee and chat. And guess what? That's where I met Corrine. And Corey, I believe she made 15 in her first month. That is where I met her on TikTok, and we started talking of how she's an esthetician. I didn't go for the kill right away. I got to know her. I built a rapport with her. I became friends with her. We became besties, and then I shared the opportunity with her. I knew that she was at home wanting more, and I talked to her about it and said, "Listen, I'm able to work from home. Would you be open to hearing about it?" Then I added her to the group. Once I added her into the group, then I messaged her 3 days later. What do you think? She was like, "I'm really interested in it. Let me talk to my husband." But I didn't pressure her. I left once I offered it to her, I left it in her, the ball was in her court, and then we went with that. Sometimes if we pressure people, they think it's spammy. They think it's yucky. One thing I don't have, guys, is patience. I can tell you that right now, but I've had to learn this the hard way that you have to have patience, especially when you're rebuilding your team. You have to get to know people genuinely. Once people feel like they're like you genuinely care about them, they will gravitate towards you. They will want what you want. They will want to be able to stay home with their kids as well. Okay, da, da, da. Once you find that person to do a call in favors with your BFFs, have her do the first one. Well, the hardest one is always the first one. Once you find that first one, you can always get bookings from that one. Now, one thing is every person that I sign up, I always tell them, and I kind of don't give them a choice. Corey can tell you. I tell them you can either have an in-person launch party, a messenger launch party, or a Facebook launch party. And she was like, what are you talking about, Willis? And I'm like, yep, there's no choice. I'm going to do it for you, but I will give you what to post because this is your network. They don't know me. I will give you exactly what to post. I'll give you exactly what to say. And that's exactly what we did. She was on the phone. She invited, I told her, invite as many people as you can because remember, people are going to leave. There's always going to be people who leave. I said, but most importantly, make sure that you tell each person what you're inviting them to. Nobody likes being invited. Just like Facebook group, nobody likes being added to a messenger chat when they don't know what's going on. Message each person and say to them, hey, I'm so excited about this new business. I'd love to add you to my ladies hour. She called hers a gal pal hour. I'm going to show you. I do have a mock group. Now I have to do some things before I can start adding people because I had it public and Facebook added about 300 people. It was even though it wasn't on auto ad, so I have to go through and add all these friends of mine and take them out. So once I do that, I'll add anybody who wants to be added. But I'm going to show you guys how we do them. I'm going to show you how Corey did hers, and then I'll let her talk about it and how and the experience. And then she also had one. She just also had another one herself on Messenger Party. That's the beauty of it, guys. You can have as many as you want because remember, The same friends who didn't come to it, I told her, have another one on Facebook. Add the people who you didn't get to invite into your messenger party, your message party on Facebook Messenger. And she did that. Um, let me go over here to share photos. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? No? Okay. Hold on.
Yes, we can see it.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so this is her party. Now, here she starts. I always we always start by saying why it's not letting me. Oh shoot. Okay, wait. We always start by posting the day before. Once you want to add your people when you have at least one post in there because you want to tell them what it's about. You don't want them to go in there and say, "Okay, what have I been added to again?" So you want to just make sure that you add your people and okay, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. Here it's a generic post. You can say whatever you want. Remember, this is about you. See, everybody's saying, I'm in, remind me. The day of, we post welcome. We talk a little bit about Farmisi, about how it's going to work. And the way it works is we show a product and then they say a word about it. Okay, then the day of we say about 4.5 hours, we give them like little like warnings, like this is how it's going to go. We have 4 hours left. Okay, let me stop this right here. Now, I would recommend you can do it however you want, but I would recommend using the Share the Beauty link because the party link only gives you 10%. So let's say you have a $400 party, right? That's $40. But let's say that in that $400 party, you had 10 orders. With the Share the Beauty, you would get 10 times 10 is what? $100, right? Which would you rather have, $100 or $40? I don't know about you, but I'd rather have the $100. So what I do is if they're already if it's somebody doing their launch party, I have them do an account, a customer account in their husband's name, and that way they have access to the money as well. And I have them uh uh if they're not, if they're just a regular customer, then I have them create a customer account. They have to Share the Beauty link, and that's the link that they're going to be sharing in their party. Now, we also tell everybody if everybody's on there on time, they're going to get a entered for a prize. It could be anything. It could be samples. It could be something silly, a face brush. It could be anything, anything free. It could be something from the Dollar Tree. I mean, it doesn't have to always be products. If you're just starting, we don't want you to spend a bunch of money on products. But if you have the product, give it away. Um, then anybody who the first order, I do also a gift for the first order. That gets people to want to order because they want that gift. On here, this is your 15-minute warning. Share the beauty link right here. Okay. And then people here asking, do we need to create a customer account? Everybody, and this is Corey telling them, no, this is what you have to do. Then this is her posting. Now, while she's posting, we are on the phone together. I'm giving her exactly what to say. Okay. And I'm working with her. Now, the one thing that I do with my hostess is I ask them, what kind of people are you inviting? Are you inviting people who are just all makeup? Are you inviting people who are, because remember, we only have an hour and a half. We can't possibly go over all the products. We want to, but we can't. So I'm going to ask them, what are we gearing your party towards? Are we gearing it towards wellness? Are we gearing it towards nutrition? Even though I'm going to show a little bit of everything, then I would do more of one thing or another. Because if it's a bunch of ladies who like makeup and none of them like to work out, then I'm not going to do a whole bunch of wellness and weight loss. I'm going to focus on makeup and beauty. But if it's, all mixed in, then I'll do a little bit of everything. And here it's people, just asking questions. I was trying to do it slow, the screen recording. I tried to get into my to text. Okay, one thing here that I want to show is that I always, always, always put a picture on myself. It's okay to share pictures, especially if you don't have pictures of yourself, then go ahead and share pictures of others. But if you have the products, it is very important that you share pictures of yourself. Remember, these are your people. These are your people. Now, even though it was her launch party, it was her first party. So I wanted to make it uh uh more personal. I wanted to share pictures of myself because she told them that I was helping them do her launch party. So try to make it personal so that people can, these are your people. This is they don't know me from Adam, so they're more inclined to order from you. Sorry, it's kind of slow. Okay, why did it stop? Okay, there we go. Somebody's asking about the discount because we also add in there how we are. I also have copies that I can send everyone of all my wording. But remember, guys, we have ChatGPT. Make it sound like you. You don't need to see weight loss. Okay, so this is what people do when they are oh shit, when we post a picture, they have a word that they say, and this makes it easier for us to go through the text message. Okay, so for the shakes, we had weight loss as the word, and everybody who wanted it said weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, and then she would go through at the end and reach out to each person and help them create their account. Then we talked about the Hydra drops, we talked about, what it does. We shared some pictures, a bunch of pictures, but I also have pictures in there of all the products, the different collagens, and how many different ones we have. And see, somebody said collagen there. Then we talk because that was the word. Say collagen to get yours. The vitamin C serum. Say serum. And sorry, I was trying to go slow so that I wouldn't go too fast, but I think I went too slow. It's only 5 minutes long, believe it or not. And then I show the different skincare because we want to get in here as much as possible in the allotted time. Now, we were waiting 2 to 3 minutes between each post because you want to give people a chance to go through all to actually look. Ah, something jumped on me. Shit, sorry. We wanted to see, somebody says serum there. It's one of those stink bugs. Yuck. Somebody says serum. Then here I'm talking about the mask. I couldn't get it to move. And serum. Then I'm talking about here about the hair products. It's super simple, guys. Super simple. Look how many people grow. Two, four, six. That's six people wanting those products right there from one party. This is how easy parties are. Look, glow, primer, primer, primer. Then we go on to the foundation. So pick the best-selling products or the products that you think that your people are going to love. Here, talking about our elixir, but here's a picture of me when I'm talking about it that we can use it on our hair, skin, nails. I'm talking about how it's the only thing that works for my psoriasis, and I'm showing my results, but I'm showing my results. Talking about the palettes here. And here's my Zen picture. Oh, yeah, you recognize that girl there? The lip lockers, lip glosses, the eyebrow. And then and this one we didn't play any games. We did in the other one that I want to show you guys. But you guys can throw games in there. You guys can cater it however you want. Just make it fun. Make it fun. Make it them and see here's people asking about the 50% off. Here's people asking about the aloe glow. Make it so that to where these people want these products so bad that they have to have them. And then we talk about the coffee and I think that was the end of it. Yeah. I want to Corey to talk and tell you guys about her party because she made quite a bit. And I'll let her she's just going to talk for a second because she's kind of shy, guys. But she's stepping outside of her comfort zone today by doing this. Hold on. How do I get her face on here?
I got it.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm not good with this.
Okay. Can you see me?
Yeah. Yes.
Perfect. Yes.
I'm so nervous, so don't make fun of me. But my first party, you guys, was amazing. I mean, honestly, it kind of sold me even more, to be honest. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, my amount that I made with the party alone was like $600. So that alone, that was my take home after everything. Yeah. So that being said, it was super fun. Ruth and I, like she said, we were on the phone with each other the whole time, and she'd be like, okay, so they loved that. So let's go ahead and share the collagen. Here's your pictures. Here's what you need to say. Wait like 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll send you the next one. It was fun. Like I told her, I'm like, I'm kind of eating dinner in between this too. Like we kind of just hung out together on the phone and I don't know, it was super fun, super easy. You know, I was kind of in my head a lot about it when she's like, I really want you to do a launch party. You can do in person, Facebook Messenger, text party. She didn't really give me an option. And I was like, okay. But even though I was in so much of my head about it, it was so easy. So the next one that I did, she was still there, obviously, and she was helping me, but it was more of like myself running it. And I mean, it was a little bit kind of laggy because I was by myself, but it was still fun. I still had a great turnout. That next party, I did like $200. So it wasn't that much in sales, but I gained a team member, I gained new followers, I gained new friends. Some people sent my launch party for that second one out to their friends, and they were like, hey, for her next party, you need to get on this. So my third one that I just did not too long ago that I added Amber into, that was really, really good too. I made like I think it was close to 250. And yeah, I gained like three new friends. So if not that, it's good for like publicity and getting yourself out there. Is that all you wanted me to say?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you guys her party, her last one now. I screenshot it. Let me see.
And I want to
Um
say you did amazing. No need to be nervous. That was perfect.
Definitely. What I wanted to say was that there isn't no need to be nervous. Like I remember, I was telling Amber, I remember when I was with Dwight, I was going for, and my husband can tell you, and I found a picture the other day of me with the pin that said, "Ask me about my lashes." I remember selling almost 6K on just mascara. Just mascara. Just mascara. I was selling it out of my trunk. I was selling it at Chili's. I was selling it anywhere we went. The doctor's office. They would come walk out with me to my trunk. I felt like a drug dealer. I had a hat that said, "Ask me about my lashes." I would wear one done and not the other. But you know what? I had a goal. I had a goal, and I said, set a goal, and I said, I'm not playing it small anymore. I've been doing this now for almost 4 years, and I'm going to make green. And I did. I did because I didn't stop. I kept going and I kept going and I kept going. And everywhere that I went, I asked anybody would say, "Oh, you forgot your eyelash." No, it's my mascara. You got one? I got two. They're in my car. Let's go get them. I would carry them in my purse. So you know what I did? Guess what? It sold out, but I bought 10. I bought 10 and I have four left because I knew that I was going to do the same thing and I was going to hit it hard. And what we have with this mascara, we can do it, guys. We can do it. We can use it. We can use it to to benefit us. We can talk about it. When you are excited about something, that is, people want to know what you're excited about. It's contagious. It's contagious. I know that when my friend goes on Facebook and starts talking about something, I'm nosy. I want to know what she's excited about. I want to know what the new product is that she's using. So I'm gonna DM her, what is that? We just have to keep talking about it over and over and over and over. And just to tell you a story, that if somebody tells you no, it doesn't mean no. It just means no right now. My niece kept telling me no, and she kept telling me no, and she kept telling me no. But I kept asking her and asking her. And I was doing my coffee and chat the other day on TikTok, and she came on there. And she saw me making my coffee and she went on. I sent her, of course, I had to say, I'll direct message you afterwards because I didn't want to get banned on TikTok. Y'all know how it is. So, of course, I, paused my live. I sent her the link. She ordered it. And guess what? She loves it. And she goes, "You know what? You still want me to do that party?" So, no doesn't always mean no. It just means no right now, especially with family and friends. You can continue to ask them. You get a pass. You can continue to bug them. They're our family. That's what they're there for. Especially best friends who owe you favors. Definitely call in those favors. Call in those favors. Say you don't have to do nothing. I will do everything. But what I will say is it's very important that they show up. It's very important that they act excited. Yay, I can't wait to try this out. I'm going to show you her next one. Um, on here, my pictures, let's see. Okay, why can't I get, hang on, let me X out of this one, sorry. Why can't I get this stuff? Sorry guys, I can't, I don't know why my pictures aren't coming up.
There we go. We
Oh,
see it.
here we go. Okay, here they go. So see, we have stuff like this, and I can share with you guys. I only found a couple of them because I was trying to find it real quick. But see, like this, lipstick. The last person to say lipstick before the post wins. Just little stuff like this, just to get interaction. See, these are all the wordings. I can share it with you guys, but guys, here's another one. How many lippies? Nude lippies. Here's the palette one. How many 3-in-1 palettes? Um, it's the lipstick one. Let me see where the video is. I don't know where it's. Oh, here it goes. Okay. Can you guys see that?
We can see it.
Okay, so oh no, this is one of mine. Okay, the reason I did mine was because this party had 65 people. 65 people. And that wasn't even all her friends. She added them all. She had a bunch that left, and she still had 65 people. This party, I think I made probably this party, I think this was like a $1,200 party. So basically, right there, right off the back, that's $600, guys. And she joined. She ended up joining. I had some discount shoppers out of it. I had a bunch of people who friend requested me. So that's another thing. You can tell them friend request me so I can help you set up your customer account. That's another way for you to get them into your network. But again, the same way I posted the day before, she added all her friends. I said, just be here at 8. Okay, see you at 8. Everybody, being all excited. See, a bunch of people left, but that's okay because she added all these people. So the more people you add, when people leave, it's okay. Um, I may be out to dinner, and I said it's okay. Come back whenever you can. I interacted with them. This is your 10-minute warning. See, back then, this is one of my first ones. I was still doing the party link before I figured about the share the beauty. I wish I would have dared. I would have made a lot more. um I talked about Farmacy because you always want to talk about Farmacy. You want to talk about the opportunity. You want to talk about how great it is that we get 50% off. This is again pretty much the same, talking about the products and showing the pictures. Super easy. I give them a say weight loss and show my picture again because this is my party. So I want my hostess and her people to see that it's, mine. Talking about the aloe. Now, this one is through Facebook. This one, the other one was a messenger. Say elixir, the skincare. Lippies, foundation. Again, somebody saying they needed to be color matched, which we did afterwards. You want to always leave the questions for the end because remember, every time that somebody talks, it does send notifications, and that's one thing you don't want to do. Talking about the coffee and how great it is. Of course, we didn't have this was one of my older ones when I was still doing them primarily on through Messenger. And then I always share the digital catalog because we do have a digital catalog. And whatever's special going on, I always end the party with that. I always tell them first person to order gets a prize. Then I always talk about the opportunity, and I always say that if I have three people to book, then my hostess is going to get. I do different things. This party, I offered like a $20 gift card, to $20 in products or whatever. You can do different things. But I had like 4 bookings from this party. So that's the important thing, is that these parties makes your reach bigger. It makes for you to meet people, different people. It makes for you to get other parties booked, and it makes for you to just step out of your comfort zone. I mean, really, we don't even have to put our face. Now I do videos. Now I do, if it's in a group, because I let the hostess. That's one thing that I do. I let the hostess pick what she wants. What is going to work better for your people? A group, a messenger, or text message. Most of the time they pick text message because it's so simple. And through text message, you can add videos. You can add videos of yourself doing your brows, whatever. You guys, It is just the possibilities are endless, and this is such an easy way of making PV. I have a party coming up in a few days, and then I have another one. I try to do at least one a week. One a week, and that's not a lot. That's not a lot. And I try to get my girls to do at least one a week too. We have a challenge right now going for booking parties. So I do challenges, I do fun things to try to get them to book parties. But really that's it. I mean, it's simple, super simple. Like I said, I have a mock group. As soon as I have it all like cleaned out and everything, I'll anybody who wants to be added, I will add it. I'll add everyone. I mean, I don't care. I don't gatekeep. I may not see if anybody's messaged me through Facebook. It's not my main platform right now. I am on TikTok mainly. I still do check my messages because I have all my customers here, but if we're not friends, it may have gotten lost, and I don't check that much. So please don't think that I'm ignoring you or haven't responded, because I did see some today that I need to respond to. But I'm willing, I'm an open book. I'm willing to share. I will even help you. I will even help you with your first party if you want. Doesn't matter if you're in my team or not. We're sisters. We're in this together, and together we rise.
Love that. And we are all excited to have parties. There are a few questions. So
Okay,
one of them
okay.
is, so what do you give as a gift or credit for a new party from a party?
Okay, so I always do Zen mascaras. That's like the minimum. Like I just posted a couple of weeks ago. I have so much free makeup. Who wants free makeup? And basically it's for that. I do most of the time I just get my people on Facebook or previous hostesses, but I do a Zen mascara in addition to whatever they get for Share the Beauty. Plus, if they have a really good party, then then I'll what I'll do is I will give them a gift. I'll let them pick something from the site, and then I'll just order and ship it to them.
And then one more question. I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you. So, do we set up the customer link for them, or do they have them do it
No, no,
themselves?
you have them set it up themselves. So if it's like when Corey started, she can't do it herself because she's an FI. So I had her set it up in her husband's name. So she still has access to that. And unless her husband signed up or my husband signed up. So he's a, discount shopper. So I have mine in my other daughter's name. She doesn't use it, so I just use it, and order from there. But if it's a customer who's hostessing the party, then they can just they already have a customer account. Every customer account has to Share the Beauty. You can find it underneath profiles. If you click on profiles, you'll see the Share the Beauty link.
Okay, and then last question. If they guess the correct answer on one of the pics you post as a gift, do you give them that gift or do you still just give them a Zen mascara?
No, I do gifts. I do like let me see where that. Crystal has these great little bags, and I've bought them from her in the past, and they have like sample. I'll put a couple of samples in it, and it's a little bag this big with the Farmisi logo. That way, I'm supporting my. They're like literally like $5 for $10. I'm supporting my sister, my fellow sister, by buying from her and helping her out, and I'm giving them something nice, and I'm giving them a sample of a sheet mask that they're gonna come back and buy from me.
Perfect. This was so good, Ruth. And Jessica sent me all of the photos for the party. So I'm going to get that into an album for us in our team group so you guys can use those. And I just want to say thank you so much. This was great. And I'll
Absolutely. And
have the recording ready ASAP.
if anybody has any questions or needs any help, I'm seriously like they're so easy, guys. You can do them. You're not showing your face they're so simple. Like once you do one, trust me, you are going to be addicted because you're going to be like, that was easy. I want to do another and another and another.
We're all going to be party machines. I can't wait.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you so much. I won't keep you guys any longer. Ruth, that was amazing. I will have the replay link up in our group, hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow morning, and share it with your teams who couldn't get on because we're all doing parties. All right, good
Yes,
night, you
and I am
guys.
gonna
Oh,
I'm gonna
sorry.
do, I'm sorry, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna clean out that mock party group because I have to take all my people out. That Facebook added, like, because it was over 300. So probably like by the beginning of next week, I'll have the group ready and I'll just post a group link in the in our team group. That way everybody can join and it'll be like a mock party.
Amazing. And that answers the question for a script. I saw someone asking for a script. That answers that question. So I'm very excited. Thank you again, Ruth. And thank you guys for getting on. We are going to be PV, everyone, royalty circle. Okay, let's shoot for it.
That's what I'm shooting for.
Yes. This was so good. All right, good night, you guys. I'll see you
Good night.
tomorrow.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.